and welcome Cancer signs to your December messages. So keep in mind, these are collective in general. Receive what aligns, release what doesn't. Never give your power away to a reading or outcome. Remember that you are a conscious creator and you shift and change your timeline with your free will choice. This is for Cancer signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So you can always check into those signs as well, right? So these spreads have kind of been a culmination of the year, not just for the month of December, but they are really acknowledging and highlighting the strengths and kind of celebrating everybody for where they're at in December and for kind of the year and what has evolved throughout the year and how we have chosen to navigate the year. So Cancer signs, you start with renewed hope. Find hope and inspiration in the darkest moments, embracing new beginnings, blossoming stitches. So in the wintertime, depending where you live, obviously, we have, it's darker earlier. We have that sort of energy here. It's a time for quiet reflection, but there is this light that is coming forward. There is this hope, this inspiration. You may have felt like you have gone through a really difficult period recently, or just this year was kind of challenging and tough. And obviously globally that was the case, right? For many, it has been, in many ways, unimaginable, right? But there's this sense of renewed hope and happiness and lightness to your heart space that's coming through from the contrast, right? We also have butterfly maiden transformation. We have you experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So it's definitely this sense that things are being transformed and transmuted with this beauty and this love and this energy and this tenderness that is so kind of natural to you. So there's this element of self-care and gentleness. There's this element of reflecting on the year and seeing how you have transmuted experiences and looking at the beauty and the gratitude and the appreciation, right? You have very much been, whether it's for your household or your family, you've been like an alchemizing being, right? Because if you see here, this butterfly maiden, the shadow is right here. Her wings are here and these butterflies are being released. So you've been an alchemizing being, a healer energy, in your home, with your family, with your friends, and just with the world. So even if you felt like this year you didn't maybe do a whole lot, you didn't take a lot of action, it feels like just your presence and your energy has been that powerful to create that transformation and that beauty and that love. I mean, look at that. Like, it feels like your magic, your energy creates freedom for so many. Okay. So that's really powerful. Then for the animal guides, you have flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between, which is kind of, the time of winter, the time of December. And the scarab beetle spirit, magic works through you. And I've got goosebumps because it definitely does. It's just your presence. It's your word. It's who you are, basically, right? You are, for many of you, you have this beautiful wisdom about you. You have this clarity. You have this incredible strength, right? And you might find that even, you could be a coach, right? But you may not even be a coach, but you are a guide. You're a guide for others. You're a very powerful guide for others. So when we get into the tarot, we have the high priestess energy. So your intuition on point, your ability to access the higher level wisdom, knowledge, information on point. Queen of Pentacles energy. This is about the mothering energy, the feminine energy. This is also about your home, your business, what you have cultivated, your empire, if you will. There's a real sense of cozy, and there's a sense of you making decisions that were really beneficial for finances, beneficial for your, I'm hearing like your creature comforts, your environment, your home, that you have made through your intuition, right? With that Queen of Pentacles, you're feeling fulfilled. There's like a really beautiful warmth that is coming forward in December here, or just even when you're reflecting on life or reflecting on yourself this year. It feels like there's a sense of pride. There's this beautiful self-love that's just emanating from you. You also have the 10 of Pentacles. So again, feeling quite well with where you're at financially, with your family, with your home. You're feeling very blessed. You're feeling very appreciative. You're maybe giving back here, but there's this sense of this wealth that is coming from you. So Wealth can represent, of course, it can represent money and finances, but it's also health and it's happiness and it's fulfillment. And it feels like you have it all. The treasure chest is open, right? And the sun is shining on that. The sun and the blessings are shining on your family, on your friends, on this beautiful treasure chest. Like, you have this sense of so much gratitude and appreciation, and there's even blessings I feel coming in from your ancestors in the month of December. But whether there was a level up in career for you, for your family, for your partner, it just feels like there's blessings all around. And I can't help but feel, but like much of this comes from you and your magical connection and your energy, right? And your support. I feel like you've been a support for many, but you have been a support in a way that's not very public. It's not very recognized, but I just want to recognize and thank you, even if you haven't necessarily received that. But I feel like you will be, and you will be celebrating. You have the 10-10 timeline. So you have the highest frequency timeline that you have cultivated. And, that's something to really celebrate, because you have the 3 of Cups, which is reconciliation. It's spending time with friends. It's celebrating. It's being really appreciative of, just having really good, wonderful times, clarified by the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is like fulfillment for your family, fulfillment for your friends. There's just these blessings. It's the season of blessings for you, Cancer signs. And it's beautiful, and you get to enjoy it. There's so much happiness and fulfillment here. Then you have the 2 of Pentacles energy, where it's like there's so much happiness and fulfillment. You kind of have to like balance it out, right? There's all this opportunity. And, there's also that sense of you kind of looking at, okay, what's next? Like, we have what we require. We are abundant. We are happy. We are healthy. We are joyful. What is next for us with that 2 of Pentacles? And you're kind of trying to decide what that is. Maybe it's going to be a holiday trip. Maybe it's going to be, something that you want to invest in and create. But it's really a freeing, loving, warm, cozy, just beautiful time for you in December. So for those of you in a relationship, we do have separation. Time from your partner is on the horizon. So this more so feels like somebody who's maybe traveling for work, or, a separation could be ending here. It just kind of depends, right? And then we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So that's where it's kind of like you're looking at like, okay, what is next, right? What is next in our relationship if you're already married? What is next in our relationship if you're, just dating, or you're in a committed relationship? Is it going to be an engagement, right? With the separation energy, again, I wasn't feeling it's like you're separated from somebody and it's this emotional thing. It might feel like you've been moving through a lot emotionally, and you've maybe been working on different realms, and you feel a little bit of separation between you and your partner, and you might be reconnecting in December, right? Because for the energy block, when it comes to singles and relationship oracle deck, we have not talking. You aren't communicating your needs clearly. You need to discuss how you feel. So that could be your partner in that energy, or it could be you in that energy, right? Or maybe that's something, this is just a little reminder to talk about your needs and be open and have those heart-to-heart conversations. When it comes to the oracle energy, we have your intuition is guiding you. Trust it. Okay, believe in your magic. Believe in your intuition. We have that obviously the High Priestess. You're on point. And we have what holds you back. We have creative ideas. Develop creative courage. Express your individuality. Call on your inner child. Play and pretend. Okay, so your imagination is really powerful as well. That's a manifesting tool. That's something that, you could receive, downloads, energetic or spiritual downloads or visions and things that are really helpful for kind of what is next, or for solutions that are really helpful for you. So I think if anything, that separation that is coming through, it just has to do with like reconnecting, and just holiday season can be really busy. Everybody can be wrapped up in their own agendas or work, or just kind of trying to get everything completed before, the new year. I don't consider January the new year, because we're still, I'm more seasonal. So we're still in like the winter season, but still there's kind of that undertone of like trying to get everything wrapped up in time before January. So it could be that. It could be work that's creating some separation between you and your partner, and just like reconnecting, like especially if that's a need for you, making sure you're communicating that. And then when we have the holiday energy, we have self-love coming through. So I feel like you're giving back to yourself here. You have this unconditional love. You're feeling, again, like really cozy, and there might be something that you really want to do for the holiday that's important for you. Some sort of activity, some sort of tradition, something like that that's very fulfilling. It's important that you give yourself that. It's important that you invest in yourself, give yourself a little bit of extra self-care, extra love. You are definitely deserving of that. And please do embrace that, okay, in December. So that was fast. The energy is very clear. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful reflection on the year and just where you're at, what you are embodying, and the blessings that are flowing in. So I hope this did resonate with you, Cancer signs. And remember to take the best care of yourself. Release anything that didn't resonate. And I will see you soon.